Hello everyone. We are going to study the verses from Dhammapada. There are 423 verses. These are the teachings from Lord Buddha. So today we are going to start with verse number 1. So this verse states that all mental phenomena have mind as their forerunner. They have mind as their chief. They are mind made. If one speaks or acts with an evil mind, suffering follows him just as the wheel follows the hoofprint of the ox that draws the cart. So let's break the verse and understand this bit by bit. All mental phenomena have mind as their forerunner. So mental phenomena meaning happiness, sadness, and everything, what we perceive, everything we perceive through our mind. So whatever we are experiencing, our mind is the primary, our mind is the chief, our mind is the the main thing over here. And so if one acts or speaks with an evil mind, suffering follows him just as the wheel follows the hoofprint of the ox that draws the cart. So if we speak or act with an evil mind, suffering will be attached to us. Suffering will be will be stuck on us. So there's a story behind this verse. So what happened is that there was a monk in the practicing Buddhism during the time of Buddha, and this monk was actually blind. So the Buddha explained that what happened is that he is actually blind due to his karma from the past life. So in one of his past life, what he did was that actually he was a physician, he was a doctor. So a lady came to him, and the lady was very poor and she did not have any money to pay. So what he did, he made a deal with the lady that he will give her the cure, he will help to cure the her eyesight, but in return she will have to work for the doctor, work for him along with her children, work as a slave or something like that, like a servant or something like that. So the lady agreed for this and got the treatment, and her eyes were getting better, and now she was able to see clearly. So once the doctor called the lady and was trying to test the eyes, so now the lady was in fear. She thought that now if she will inform that the eyes has been cured, she will have to work as a servant for the doctor. So she lied to the doctor. She said that actually my eyes are not getting better and I am not cured and I'm not able to see actually. And so the doctor understood that the lady is lying. So he got thoughts of like revenge, hatred, and anger. So what he did, he gave an ointment to the lady which made her completely blind. He gave her an ointment to the lady. He said that this is the last medicine I am giving you. Put this in your eyes while you sleep tonight, and this is it. So when the lady used the medicine, she actually became fully blind. So due to this karma, due to the impact and power of this karma, the doctor became blind again and again and again in multiple lifetimes. He had to suffer and redeem the karma which was developed by this doctor. So now even in this lifetime he is now a monk, but still he is blind because of this karma. So from this story we can understand that the karma comes back into multiplication, because he made the lady blind only once, but he had to go through being blind multiple times. And also we can see that you have to repay without an exception, that even now he is a monk and he is doing his best, but still he is blind. And also what we can learn is that karma is dependent upon the intention. If the doctor's intention were not bad, he would not have generated the bad karma, so he would not have suffered like this. So karma is not just actions, it's not just speech, it's dependent upon what you are thinking and what your intentions you have. So even without your actions or speech, even just by thoughts and intentions, it will develop your future. It will develop your future, and it will develop the corresponding future dependent upon your thoughts and intentions. So just your thoughts are suffice to fructify the corresponding future. So we have to be really careful with our mind. So we can see how our mind is the primary, it's the chief, and it is the core for generating suffering or happiness for us. So if we observe our mind and guard our mind from the negative thoughts and negative intentions, obviously we will not perform the bad karma, the negative karma, and we can come out of the suffering. So any of the mental state or thought or intention which is connected with suffering can be called as an evil mind or a harmful mind, or negative thoughts, or something negative, or so we have to be we can actually look at different states of the mind, like doubt. When maybe you learn everything and you have all the Buddhist teachings, and you go through everything, like you learned all the teachings, but still the doubt can arise. And while in doubt, doubt will that doubt can lead you to anxiety, and then maybe you start to perform bad deeds, and it can lead you to state of panic, anxiety, stress, and overthinking and stuff like that. So it is a negative state, and which causes suffering. Doubt, anxiety, hatred, anger, lust, temptation, passion. So there are so many of mind states, so we have to be really careful with our mind. Temptation is a big one. For example, I have eaten the food, and I have I have compensated for the calories for the day. I have eaten sufficiently, but still maybe I see something, my mind goes to temptation. Maybe I want a pizza or burger or something, and something which I know this is harmful for me and this is not good for me, but still, I fall for temptation and consume this kind of food which is harmful for me. So slowly it will start to harm my body and my mind, because brain and body, all the organs are connected. So if I'm consuming something which is harmful for my stomach, eventually it will harm all the organs in the body and make me ill. So temptation is a big one, because even when you know the result, what will happen, and this is harmful for you, but still, because of temptation, you might fall for that and ignore the harmful effects and end up suffering. So, and also we can look at the example of the story. The doctor did not guard his mind, so it started with a thought of anger, then revenge, hatred, and giving out the bad, the wrong medicine, the harmful medicine, or maybe kind of poison or something to the lady. So it led to bad karma. So it started with the thought, started with actually a state of the mind where he was really angry. Then anger led to the thoughts of hatred, then hatred led to revenge, then revenge led to actually committing the bad karma, and he got attached to the suffering. So we can see how the verse is really connected with the story, and how we can imply this in so many of situations of our life, when maybe you are sleeping or you are walking or you're doing some task, but then suddenly your mind can be filled with anxiety, and if you do not observe and guard your mind right then and there, then you will end up you can end up with like bad karma and a lot of suffering. It's like a chain. Anxiety can lead to anger, then anger can lead to like revenge or something. Like anger can lead to like even like overthinking, self-harm, insomnia, and so many health issues, mental and physical. So you can see that even you are not actually harming someone, but your state is just there's so much spike in your mind. It's like your mind is burning and it starts to harm your body. You can even notice the change in your body temperature. There's like tension in the muscles, and it's like a harmful state, and you're not at peace. So it straight away starts to cause you harm, and in the long term it can create a lot of health issues. So so there is lust, there is temptation, there's doubt, anger, hatred, anxiety, and so many other mental states are there which are really harmful for our mental and physical health. And these create if you fall for these create bad karma and attach you with suffering. Even if you do not perform any karma, just arising of these kind of mental states, if you do not guard your mind and you are stuck with these kind of mental states, like you do not you like go with them, and do not observe the mind, then there will be a lot of suffering for you. And so we need to really never leave our mind unguarded. Always protect the mind, always be observant of the mind. What kind of thoughts do we have? Is it related to peace, tranquility, compassion, and these kind of things, or is it related to something harmful, which can be like doubt, anger, hatred, or something. Usually the tendency of the mind is to get stuck with something harmful, something bad, something which is harmful for you. So this is the tendency of the mind. There are so many good things which happen in your life, but it will never get stuck to the good things. Maybe just one bad thing happen, and it will be stuck forever to that bad thing. So this is the tendency of the mind, obsessing and being stuck, and developing anger, hatred, all kind of resentment, grudge, and everything. So we cannot forcefully, we cannot force our mind to to not to think like that, or not to go like that, or not. But what we can do is just we observe our mind, that we can say, okay, this is the thought, or this is the mind state, or this is the feeling which I am going through. And so this is harmful for me, so I should not flow into that, and this will lead to suffering. So maybe it starts with anger, right? Anger, then you have hatred, then it goes to doubt, right? And then it goes to, maybe it keeps on circling in a loop. So what I have observed is that we cannot really force the mind. We can just only observe it. And when we are observing the mind, then we do not slip into performing any bad karma, or being flown flown into these kind of negative states. So it's like you have a leash on your mind, and it is doing whatever it wants to do, but you are just observing the mind. Okay, now I have doubt, I have anger, I have hatred, and all this is causing me suffering. Now this is causing me so you are into observation. So when you are observing, you are into different state, you are not just flowing in that. So I think this is the meditation, and this is the thing, this is the technique, and this is the first verse. And I think if we fully understand and apply the first, even just the first verse, it is very powerful, and it can help us a lot in the life, and we can apply it in multiple situations, throughout the life. Actually, all the time we should apply it. Actually, to be honest, all the time we should be aware of our mind, that it does not leads us to suffering, and does not get attached to the negative and harmful states. And so I think that's it for today, and I will try to go with the verse number 2 in the next time, in the next video. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.